Alrighty, I guess I'm going to show you guys how to tint your taillights if anybody's curious on how to do that. This is what you're going to want to do your taillights. Obviously the VHT Niteshade. You're going to want a clear coat. From what I've seen, I recommend Krylon, indoor outdoor clear coat, but AutoZone doesn't carry it and I'm not going to drive around looking for it, so we'll see if this works. I don't see why it wouldn't. You're going to want the ultimate compound with some microfiber pads, 2000 grit wet or dry sandpaper, and I don't have it, but you need some paint thinner or acetone. I'm not going to go drive looking for it. I mean, I know exactly where it's at, but I'm not going to go get it. It's not that big a deal. Yes, you're going to want it, but I'll show you. I'll just look at the end result of my taillights and let me know if you think you really need it. So that's what you're going to need. This is what I'm working with. Can't really see. It's an 03 Dodge Ram Hemi. And I'm going to insert the obvious. Step one, take out your taillights. And this is my handy dandy toolbox. So, yeah. And with one hand, I'm going to try to do this. For the Dodge Ram, there's pretty much just two screw-like deals, whatever you want to call them. They're not flatheads, it's that little star-looking tool. I don't really know what it's called. But one. Two, and with these they just pop right out. I'll give you a little trouble, just give it a little nudge, and then it's got this deal right here. Alright, pretty much both sides are the exact same thing. End result, I guess the next step, if you haven't done so already, would be to get something you want to lay your taillights on that you don't mind pretty much ruining. I'm going to try to use a piece of wood, and since we got tons of houses being built around us, I'm going to go steal some wood. So, yeah. Okay, well, I didn't find any wood, but I did find drywall. So, pretty much anything you don't, because you're not going to want to spray it on your garage floor, or wherever you're doing it, make sure you're doing it in an area where it's not going to be windy. You don't want dust particles and all that stuff blowing around. Come here. Doggy! Doggy! Gotta have a dog with you, right? So yes, ma'am. Anyways, so once you find where you're gonna do it at, all that good stuff, I guess the next step would be to start prepping your taillights. Alright, next step is you want to wet sand these. And I saw in a video that use a little bit of hand soap. I don't really know what it does. Maybe it helps clean them at the same time. I used to just do wet sand, but got this pretty, whatever the hell that thing is, that I'm sure has hand soap in it. Okay. Taillight. Wet down there. Sandpaper. Good. Just put a little bit. We want to get your light in there because you got the bulbs and everything. Put a little bit of water on there. Real fast. I don't know how long she'll do this, but just do it for a decent amount of time. Just wipe it off. Yeah. And then product, you see it looks real hazy. You know, but it's real smooth. That's what you want. I'm going to do that for both taillights. Alright, I don't know if I mentioned before, but whenever you do, when you spray these, the overspray is going to be crazy. So you want to make sure that what you don't want to get covered in tint spray is going to be covered, you know, put newspaper down, or I wouldn't recommend doing it outside, but you can. I live in Texas and it's always windy. Right now it's actually very calm, but you'll get a nice little breeze coming through every now and then. You just want to make sure all the paper is weighted down. One step that I didn't do because I don't have any, you want to get like a paint thinner, acetone, something of that nature, because you want to clean off the lenses as well as you can. I don't have that. I didn't really come prepared, but I don't really think I need it. I've done it without acetone before, so, and it turned out great. But I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Yeah. Let's see here. Damn it. So I got an iPhone, it's hard to hold. So make sure you shake it up real good. Alright, so once you've done pretty much everything I've done so far, you're pretty much ready to start. I'm going to try 3 coats and see where it goes from there. I don't want it to be insanely dark because I still want the light to show through. I don't really want to get pulled over again. Got pulled over my GTI because I took like 6 coats on, so I'm going to start with the edges. Okay. Make sure you do a little test spray, make sure it's coming out good. And oh shit, see? That right there is why I never get anything done right. And then usually do real long, I'm going to call them strokes. So now we're in the shade, and I got an iPhone, but see, that's one coat. That's no coats. I've actually tinted these, I've smoothed these taillights like 2.5 years ago, and I took them off to pass inspection. I don't have to do that anymore because I got a guy now, but they already got a tiny, tiny, tiny tint to them. So these actually might turn out a little darker than yours would. Shit. Okay. I'm trying to hold this all funky. Okay. The first one kind of sucked on this one. Alright, I had to move them back. Don't put them too close because then you really can't get down in them because you don't want to touch the taillights. But that's one coat. Of course, like I said, we're not out in the sun. It'll look a lot lighter in the sun. In between sprays, maybe 5, no more than 10 minutes. They don't really need that long to dry. They're not going to dry fully. I'm going to do about 3 coats probably, and then I'm going to do the clear coat. And then I'm going to let it dry for about an hour or so after that. And then I'll go back to wet sanding. So wait for spray number 2. There it is, 3 coats. Sorry if I'm shaky, I don't know why. But that's it. Now I'm going to let them dry for about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to cross my fingers for the clear coat. Alright, I just finished the 3rd and final clear coat. So this right here, oh no. Okay. That's 3 coats of tint spray and 3 coats of clear coat. Just finished. That clear coat dries real fast. But it's a beautiful Texas day, cool and calm, 92 degrees. So I'm going to put these in the bed of my truck with the sun beating on them. These things will dry fast. Oh man, they look good. Yeah, this might be one of my best ones yet. Although my 96 Mustang, that looked real good, so try to grab them without getting all over my hands. So if there's anything on them, don't touch it, because you'll put marks on them. That's when you wet sand them, that's what's going to clean them up. Yeah. I'm going to leave them sitting here about an hour. Probably didn't even need that long in the sun, but you just kind of want everything to dry, all the tint spray, all that stuff. So hour and a half, and go to the next step. Alright, it's been pretty much exactly 1 hour since I did the final 3rd coat of clear coat. This is what they look like out in the sun. Still very, very shiny. It's actually the shiniest I've ever had taillights before I've even wet sanded them. So this is so far so very, very good. And now I'm going to, I don't want to do it inside, so I got a little bowl of soap water here. I got my 2000 grit sandpaper that I'm going to grab, and then I'm going to wet sand these real light, not going to push too hard. Yeah, just for a little bit, just to smooth them out. I'm going to wipe it off, and then I'm going to grab the compound and the microfiber pads, and then I'm going to shine them up. Really just try to smooth it out, kind of get any imperfections, all that stuff like that off of it. Alright, so here they are on the final stage of the taillights. They got a real nice haze to them. They're real smooth, which is exactly what you want. And now, like I said, for the final stage, you want this ultimate compound, microfiber pad, and a clean cloth to wipe off. Whatever. So, pretty much the same thing with the wet sand, except this time I'm going to be real aggressive with it. Put a decent amount on the pad and just be real aggressive with it. Rub it in there real good, and then you wipe it off the pad, and the cloth, I mean. An end result. Looks great. Ended up having to use the an 6-inch orbital buffer, just because I couldn't get it with my hands, and the microfiber pad over there. But I don't know if I'd recommend that unless it's like 100 degrees out, because it's like 92, 93 right now in Texas. Sunny ass day. And it's hot, and so these will dry really fast. But yeah, these look great. This is probably one of my best jobs yet. And yep. And here's a couple pictures of the truck.